Hi everyone, welcome back. In this part, we are going to see the family of straight lines because this concept can be amalgamated with the concepts of quadratic equations, trigonometric equations, and various identities. So we learn this chapter keeping all those concepts in mind, which will lead us to find out the answers of all the difficult questions that might come into the chapter of straight lines. Family of lines. So as the word itself suggests that we are looking about lines and its family. As you all know that family is something which include all the relatives and all the siblings, kins, everybody. So family means a collection, right? A collection or a group. So this is how we also in mathematics and specifically in straight lines mean by family, right? So if we have been given two lines L1 and L2 and they are intersecting, right? Consider it as a fact that they are intersecting. So if we want to write any line which will pass through the intersection point of L1 and L2, so that can be written as L1 plus lambda times L2. This is the basic concept of family of straight lines. See, I can have infinite number of lines which can pass through the point of having any slope. So there can be infinite number of lines and all those infinite lines can be just written by L1 plus lambda L2, and varying the values of lambda we will get the different equations. So let us see the mathematical proof. Suppose L1 is the first line which is of the equation a1x plus b1y plus c1, and L2 is the other line which is of the equation a2x plus b2y plus c2, and these are two intersecting lines and their point of intersection is alpha comma beta, right? And now we have written this equation into the form of L1 plus lambda L2, where lambda is a parameter and it is always sought out in question, because if you find out the value of lambda, we'll find that specific equation which is going to pass through the point of intersection, that is alpha and beta, and having specific slope which will be determined by the parameter. So as you can see, L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0 is being written. This is the L1, this is the L2, and lambda is being written. So for different values of lambda, you can see you will get the different values of line that is existing. Now do one thing, we have passed both the lines from the point alpha comma beta, as the alpha comma beta is point of intersection, so both the lines are going to follow that, and as if the point is from the line, so I'll get 0 over here and 0 over here, which says that lambda can take any value, right? And alpha beta will always going to lie on this line, which is a fact and a proof that any line containing lambda will always pass through alpha comma beta independent of the value of lambda, right? So this is what we just wanted to show from here, that what we are saying is exact in its true sense, that the value of lambda is not at all affecting the existence of the fact that alpha comma beta is the fixed point from which this line is passing through, right? So this one represents the family of straight lines which passes through the intersection of these two lines, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0. Now there are certain notes which we can make out from this inference. The first one is, whenever we have to show that a line always passes through a fixed point, we use the concept of family of lines. Suppose you have been given that there is a line L1 and L2 in terms of constants and any other thing, and they are asking you a fixed point from which the line is passing. So in turn they are just asking you to represent this sum into the format of L1 plus lambda L2 and then take the intersection of L1 L2 and you will get the fixed point. Now the second one, which is of super use in the questions. Family of lines perpendicular to a given line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is given by bx minus ay plus k equal to 0, where k is a parameter. Suppose you have to write a line which is perpendicular to the ax plus by plus c equal to 0. You have to just do two basic changes. First one being swap the coefficients of x and y, and second one, change the sign of just one. Change the sign of just one coefficient, right? And see, you can see that if this is the ax plus by plus c equal to 0, so the line that will be perpendicular to this, first they have swapped the coefficients. B has come up with a and a has went away with y, and one of the sign, either b's or a's, have been changed. As a was positive over here, it has been made negative, and a parameter will be there which we can find out with the further information that will be given, right? I think this is clear. And the third one is the family of lines to a given line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is given by, as this is parallel, so for parallel lines you need not do anything, just take down the coefficient along with the variable as it is, but the constant part is going to change depending upon the extra condition that is being given. See, this is the finalized output of family of straight lines. By using just a simple concept, you can vary and solve different kind of questions whatever might occur in straight lines, considering this family of straight lines as the basic concept involved in the question.
So in this part, you have seen that we read and went all over the concepts of family of straight lines. In the next coming part, we'll deal another important topic, that is pair of straight lines. So stay tuned for pair of straight lines.